Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, YESIGYE brand Bravo is my name, and I'm the CEO of Bravo Shoes. As I told you, we always come in here to inspire you, motivate you, and discuss different issues to do with our health, our lifestyle, our happiness, and anything that we feel that can be able to encourage you out there. Today, yes, we want to speak about something to do with career, to do with our education system, to do with anything concerning youth. Of course, as you see, I'm together with me is Solomon AYEBARE, and I want us to discuss on something. He's a civil engineer at Makerere University, and pursuing engineering. We know so many children out there. Yes, you go to school, you qualify a doctor, you qualify an engineer, but sometimes we find that we have something in us that we're able to take up, or something that encourages us, or something that we so love, much as we are doing that course that probably our parents love, probably what society wants from us. But is it about what society needs from us, or it's about I myself, what I feel that is comfortable with me? Thank you so much, Solomon. Glad to host you and glad to be here. And yes, introduce yourself and talk to people who are listening.
I'm called Solomon AYEBARE. Like he said, I'm a student at Makerere University. Actually, to correct you a bit, yes. I'm still a student. I'm not a civil engineer at Makerere. Yes. I'm still a student at Makerere University.
Okay, all right.
A finalist, still pursuing my bachelor's degree in civil engineering.
Yeah.
And I hope to graduate soon and start on this career that I qualified for at the university.
Yes.
So you talked about how the youth should how to be successful, how to go about life, and what we actually need. Personally, I think it's about purpose. Everyone has a purpose why they're here. You see, when someone is brilliant, for example, you're in P1, you've started mathematics, SST, you pass everything. When you're brilliant, you pass everything. You're passing science, you're passing IPS, you're passing RE, you're passing history. So, our society has been conditioned, sorry to say this, but in one way or another, it has been conditioned that the bright students should take on sciences, should go and do physics, should do mathematics, chemistry, biology, those things. And these other arts subjects, the histories, literatures, and whatnot, are left for these. It's assumed, it's thought that they are for these other students
who are not bright.
Yeah, which is not the case. Which I think is not the case, because right now you will enter medical school, you get very good writers, you get very good singers, you get very good artists, very good people who can do art, and yet these subjects are not they are not given the attention or emphasis they so deserve in these other levels. And you find that a student ends up pursuing a career like an engineer, just like I'm doing. He or she will go on, become an engineer, but become an engineer academically.
Yes.
I do know that there are people that have never stepped in school. Go to Katwe. Katwe is a very good example. Yeah. People who have never stepped in the school of engineering, but they can sit down, get metals, put them together, and come up with something very nice, like a chair that is mobile, that you can take here, take there, something that is portable. Very, very, and surprisingly, you will go to the College of Engineering, Design, Art and Technology. You will pick a random mechanical engineer, and he or she might fail to do the same thing. So it comes down to purpose and interest. You can find someone with for example, a CGPA of say 4.7.
Yeah. What is CBGP?
CGPA is cumulative grade point average.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the grading system at university.
Yes.
You can pick someone with a first class, a good first class, and you tell them to do something simple for you, and they totally fail. Yet they've been passing these things theoretically in class. So this shows you that maybe our system is more focused on pumping people, pumping students, pumping children, pumping pupils with content, and not actually
The practical side.
Yeah, not actually encouraging these students and children to get to relate what they study in class with the outside environment. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit general, but there are few actually do so. Few can relate what they study theoretically and put it into practice and actually be innovative and innovate very many things, create very many other technologies. But on a scale of 10, out of 10 people, out of 10 students you meet, you find like 6 or 6 and below.
Now, Solomon, I've already seen you, of course, as a young man. I've already seen you doing a lot of tweeting. All the time you're tweeting, you're writing a lot of things. You're into analysts. They call it wanting to be an analyst.
Yes, I like analyzing.
Analyzing things all the time. But does engineering have that component of analyzing things? How come that you, as a student of engineering at Makerere University, you're more focused on that area? What is it? Did you pick it up? Is it your passion? How do you mix the engineering course you're at, that you're qualifying soon, with the others? What do you think? Because I know there are many students out there, there are many young children out there, they're in the university. Yes, they are trying to, of course, to appease their parents. They're trying to, of course, parents want engineers in the house, parents want doctors in the house, just wanting. But it has been our culture in our society, as you said, that once you're an engineer, you're a doctor, then that's okay. And then these art courses are considered for children who are less bright. They're actually not. It's just it's a social. It's something that was accepted by society, but it's wrong. Yeah.
These people are not less bright.
Yes.
They are just more specialized in other areas.
Yes.
That's what I would call it.
Yes.
So you asked about how I am able to balance these things. You said you see a lot of tweeting, a lot of writing, a lot
Yes.
of what. Well, that's what you see, because there are very many Solomon AYEBAREs. Very many. Even right now, this is another version of myself.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that I can actually speak. Some people don't know that I can actually write. Some
Yeah.
people don't know that I can actually be a very good engineer. But writing and expression, these are things to do with art. Okay, expression.
Yeah.
This is something that I believe I have as a gift.
Yeah.
It's just a gift that I have, that I didn't concentrate so much on in as far as developing it is concerned. But, well, I think I can. Okay, it's not even a thought. I know I can write. I know I can be able to come and sell something to you and buy it. I know I can market something. I know I can do all those things.
Yes.
But engineering is something, I would say, academic.
Yes,
it's
it's
the
academic
side of myself.
Yes.
It's something I qualified for. I understand. I went to stay. This is something that came. See, in Uganda, it's like a procedure. It's primary. You've passed this, go here. You've passed this, go here.
Yes.
You've passed this, go here. It's not you want this.
It's not about what we want. You as a student.
Yeah.
It's not about what you want as a student. It's about what you have passed and go there.
Yes. It's not about you want this, go there. No, it's not about what you want. It's about what you have qualified for.
Yeah.
Which is actually which is detrimental, because very many people, very many good athletes are in medical school.
Yeah.
Very many good artists are doing some other courses. I, for one, know a very, very talented artist, very good with the pencil, but she's doing medicine.
Yeah.
And much as she might pass it, if we cannot tap into her real potential, then I don't think we can bring out the best from her. Another thing is about, I talked about purpose.
Yeah.
I said everyone has their purpose for existing.
Yes. So what is your purpose of existence as
Exactly.
Solomon?
Exactly.
We want
That's
to know
where I'm going.
what is your purpose as Solomon, because You are in the School of Engineering. Yes. Yes. Is it your purpose, or is something else that's not your purpose? Is it your purpose? So.
I'll get to engineer. Let's cross the bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
For now, let me first expound on this purpose concept.
Yeah.
See, everyone, when you get into this world, everyone has a reason as to why they are there. So it's upon you. You realize at a point you will come to learn that you can be everything or you can be nothing.
Yeah.
So it's you have to take it upon yourself to be able to discover your real potential and be able to pursue it. Because once you understand that I can, for example, you're a businessman,
Yeah.
and very few people can actually handle business.
Yeah.
Very few people can handle a brand from its lowest
Yes.
point
Yeah.
to its highest point.
Yeah. True.
Very few people can do so. Even those who go to school to handle these business things, you can pick people who can hardly develop a brand.
Absolutely.
From ground level to its to top level. So purpose is one thing people need to normalize finding. Because someone gives birth to their son, they take them to kindergarten, take them to primary, take them to secondary, then university, but they have never sat down with their kids to understand what they are good at. So this also comes back to the parents and teachers, because parents go hand in hand with teachers. On visitation day, the teacher will be like, no, this boy is very good with mathematics. Even if the boy is the information prefect in the school,
Yeah.
who wakes up every morning, writes down the news, reads the news to the school,
Nobody wants to consider
analyzes
that.
it, no one wants to consider that.
But you see, Solomon, yes, that's good, analyzing a child, but the system does not allow. If the system cannot allow, you may say, this is what I like, which is non-academic. You have seen so many children who like things that are non-academic. And then you're considered to be a spoiled child. If you're considered to be a spoiled child because you're liking or you want things that are non-academic.
That's conservatism.
So-
And society should transform from that.
Yeah.
Instead of continuing to use it as an excuse that, no, the system doesn't allow us. This is just an excuse that is going to keep on recurring and recurring and recurring, not until we take it upon ourselves to transform from one way of thinking to another.
Yes.
Because these developed countries concentrate more on one's
What you can
strength,
do, your
what you can
capacity.
do, your
What
capacity,
can you do
your
is what-
capacity.
yes.
And not until we transform to that, we shall keep in mediocrity in every field.
Solomon, you are in the School of Engineering at Makerere University.
Yes.
I want you to tell your fellow engineers to be, or the doctors to be, are there children you think that are in the School of Engineering that do not fit in that school much as they pass the exams? When you look at them, they really don't fit there by what they love, by what they like. Are we going to see you guys finishing these degrees and hand them over to your parents, and then you take up and go and do whatever you want because that's what you love? Are there many?
Like you asked, there are many people in the School of Engineering that I talk to and actually find a little bit more gifted in other areas, at least from my own judgment.
Yeah.
They are gifted in other areas, but they also tell you that, of course, this is also a what? A procedure. I passed this, and now I'm here. So there are very many people in the field out there practicing things they don't actually like.
Yes.
If I'm to be honest with you. But because of money, because of social status, demands from their families, demands from their friends, trying to fit in social groups, they end up practicing these things. But once someone gets to identify their strength, their purpose, their talent, what they're actually good at, and they start practicing it, developing it, becomes so much easier. And when it comes to the returns, they are so fruitful.
So, as the university students, what do you think? What can be done? I mean, I like something, but I fear my parents telling me, why am I going into that? As I just told you, majority of people love things that are non-academic. If something is non-academic, we are considered that you're going to be wasted. If a child and engineer like you start your music, maybe you love music. You've seen children who are engineers, but they're good DJs. He's a doctor, but he's a good DJ. And he tells me, I want to be a DJ. What happens? If you diverted like that, do you think you would have disappointed your parents? Like you, Solomon, if you diverted, do you think you'd have disappointed your parents? Is it disappointment? Or what do you think?
Here, very many students or children or people within my age tend to find themselves between a rock and a hard place. They are torn between pursuing their dreams, pursuing things they deem fit for themselves, and pursuing the things that are expected of them. Yeah. But I think it takes understanding. It's between the parent and the child. You realize different parents react to different things in different ways. Yeah. So, and there has to be a meeting in the middle. Of course, you cannot brush off your parents' ideas like that. You have to sit with your father, you have to sit with your mother, your guardian, and tell them, I like this, I like ABC, I've made research about this, it brings ABC. If I actually channel my efforts here, I'm more useful here, I'm more productive in this area more than this area. Your parent can also say, okay, me, I want you to be a doctor, I want you to be a lawyer, and you're becoming nothing other than that. Maybe you can decide with your parent and agree that you are going to study law, finish law. After finishing law, then pursue something in your area of interest. There are very many people who have done so. Or say someone is studying engineering and they are also interested in music. They can decide to now major in sound engineering, things to do with sounds, music, production, those things. They can decide to specialize in that area, but using knowledge they acquired from this side of
Thank you so much. Solomon, it's very interesting. I know that there are so many parents out there. You have your sons, you have your daughters, but of course, whatever they are in, probably it doesn't appease you, or probably you see that your child is trying to deviate from what you want as a parent, as an engineer. You want an engineer, you want a doctor, you want a lawyer, in whatever you're doing. But let's not say it. Let's be open. Let's allow ourselves to allow children also to take the decisions that they want in life, and through that we can be able to identify our potential. I myself, I never went to school, the school of business, but I'm telling you, if you take me in the area of business, I am super. I've been there. I've encouraged so many people. I've told people what to do in business, but I never went to the school of business. It's just because I like selling. It's my passion. It's what I want. So tell me about something selling or giving detail to people. I'll perform to the best because that's me. That's what I was brought up wanting, and it's very hard for me to divert. So thank you so much, Solomon, and it's been a pleasure hosting you. And
thank you for hosting me.
I do feel that if students would listen to you out there, they'll be able to be encouraged. And probably, what would you give to your students? What would you give to somebody who is joining university or who is there completing at the moment? Or you know, COVID has affected us, and jobs are a problem. What do you encourage the young if the jobs are not there, because you're qualifying as an engineer soon? And probably, are you sure of the job? Are you sure of getting the job? Have you got any company to hire you soon? Or you're waiting to finish and then you get a job?
See, the problem, very many people are job-oriented.
Yes.
So there is a difference between a job and a career.
Yeah.
Career development is so much different from just doing the job you qualified for.
Yeah.
And I would advise whoever is so much interested, whoever has a passion in whatever they are studying, to make more research in that area, to develop themselves in that area, to get more knowledge about what they are studying. Because, of course, the end result is money. At the end of everything, everyone expects financial independence and self-reliance when it comes to finances. So, what I'm telling them is one, you can only be as wealthy as the amount of knowledge you have.
Yeah.
The more the knowledge you have, the wealthier you are likely to be. Because you realize knowledge comes from research. And with research, you're more likely to carry out, say, tests on this. You want to invest here, want to invest there, you want to do this, and see what will bring in more money. And you cannot invest in more than in a lot of things when you don't know a lot of things. So it all comes down to equipping yourself with relevant information, relevant knowledge, and to be diverse. To be diverse in whatever you do, okay, to expand your knowledge, because it is only through that you will be able to identify where your strengths are, where you are more efficient, where you are more likely to be successful. That's what I would tell them.
Thank you so much, Solomon. It's been a pleasure having you as a young tech, as a young soon-to-be engineer.
Thank you for hosting me.
It's my pleasure. Of course, my viewers, thank you so much for being on our YouTube channel. And as you know, that keep following us and share this YouTube link so that you can be able to encourage one person out there. And as we end our talk, thank you so much, and we meet again. Thank you.